On June 15th, Indian and Chinese militaries engaged in a conflict. The clashes took place in eastern Ladakh's Galwan Valley. The valley refers to the land between steep mountains and the Galwan River. It is strategically located between Ladakh in the west and Aksai Chin in the east. Though things have cooled down a bit since then, a skirmish can't be ruled out going forward. In this situation, an aerial battle between the two countries could see two of the most potent fighters in the world going head-to-head. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how China's Chengdu J-20 stands compared to India's French-made Rafale. Let's get into details. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. Chengdu J-20. It's a single-seat, multi-role stealth fighter for air-to-air and air-to-ground combat roles and integrated avionics, which is test flown for the first time on January 11, 2011. The jet is developed and manufactured by the Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group, or CAIG. The total number of operational jets is not known at present. The Dassault Rafale is a French twin-engine Canard Delta Wing multi-role fighter aircraft equipped with a wide range of weapons. It's intended to perform air supremacy, interdiction, aerial reconnaissance, ground support, in-depth strike, anti-ship strike, and nuclear deterrence missions. India's contract for 36 Rafale fighters has a cost of around $8.721 billion, and it will start receiving the jets soon. We'll compare the fighters on different aspects one by one. Official information on the type of radar that J-20s use has not been released publicly. Some analysts believe that J-20s use Type 1475 KLJ-5 Active Electronically Scanned Array AESA radar with 1856 transmit-receive modules. But more recent information revealed that this radar was designed for upgraded versions of J-11D. J-20 is likely to have a radar that has 2,000 to 2,200 transmit and receive modules. There's very little information available when it comes to the self-protection suite in J-20. Dassault Rafale is fitted with RBE-2 AA radar system, which is an AESA radar system derived from the Rafale's RBE-2 radar. The radar is reported to deliver a detection range of greater than 200 kilometers or 125 miles, improved reliability, and reduced maintenance demands over the preceding radar. The Rafale features an integrated defense aids system named Spectra, which protects the aircraft against airborne and ground threats. Various methods of detection, jamming, and decoying have been incorporated. It's noted that 30% of the cost of the entire aircraft has been devoted to the radar and self-protection equipment. Though Chinese have come a long way when it comes to radar tech and self-protection systems, it's well known that US and European corporations have the edge in research. Stealth is still very difficult to achieve, and it seems China has a long way to go. The design is not optimized. J-20's long and wide fuselage and large surface area are thought to reflect the radar signals significantly. The radar-absorbent material used in the jet also needs further work. Reports have emerged that a Sukhoi Su-30 MKI of the Indian Air Force managed to detect the Chinese Chengdu J-20 jet fighter. The disclosure didn't come from an independent analyst but from an official source. Indian Air Force Commander Arup Shah said, "The Sukhoi's radar can see them. The new Chinese jets are not so invisible after all. No special technology is required to detect the J-20, as it can be detected by ordinary radar stations. This elevates doubts about J-20, which was already regarded as a decorated 4++ generation fighter by many experts. Although not really a stealth aircraft, the Rafale was designed for a reduced radar cross-section, RCS, and infrared signature. In order to reduce the RCS, changes from the initial technology demonstrator include a reduction in the size of the tail fin, fuselage reshaping, repositioning of the engine air inlets underneath the aircraft's wing, and the extensive use of composite materials and serrated patterns for the construction of the trailing edges of the wings and canards. Its much smaller size also aids in the reduction of RCS. The engine is like the heart of an aircraft and has profound impact on the maneuverability of the fighters. J-20 uses Russian AL-31F engines, which is the predecessor of AL-41F1, and has struggled to make an indigenous engine suitable for a fifth-generation aircraft. It can't supercruise with this engine. The future production version of the J-20 may be powered by the WS-15, a homegrown turbofan engine currently under development, and could enable it with supercruise ability. A fighter jet that can't supercruise is technically not a fifth-generation fighter. The Rafale is fitted with two Snecma M88 engines, each capable of providing up to 50 knots, 11,250 pound force of dry thrust, and 75 knots, or 16,900 pound force, with afterburners. The M88 enables the Rafale to supercruise while carrying 4 missiles and 1 drop tank. J-20 is integrated with many air-to-air missiles, which include PL-10 for short range, PL-12 for medium range, and PL-15 for BVR, or Beyond Visual Range Combat. Rafale is equipped with MBDA Mica IR for EM short and medium range, and MBDA Meteor for BVR combat. It's likely that these aircraft will be able to take a beyond visual range shot at each other, hence capabilities of P-15 and Meteor is an important consideration. P-15 features an active electronically scanned array radar and has a range of 400 kilometers or about 250 miles. It's 4 meters long and incorporates a dual-thrust rocket motor capable of a speed of Mach 4. But it's mainly designed to take out large targets like aerial refueling and AEW&C aircraft. Meteor missile is developed by MBDA and based on the requirement derived from 6 nations. It has a range of 150 kilometers or 93 miles. It's capable of engaging fast, agile jets to small unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as cruise missiles in extreme weather conditions. Meteor has excellent aerodynamics and propulsion performance, enabling it to pull off intense turn angles when pursuing an agile target like a modern supermaneuverable fighter. The missile has a no-escape zone of 60 kilometers or about 38 miles, which is the largest for a missile of this category. Meteor is actually considered to be the best BVR missile against fighter jets. Air superiority is key to any modern-day battle scenario, so these jets have a very important role to play in a potential conflict. As of now, it's unclear if J-20 is actually capable of combat operations. But this is not the case with Rafale, which has already been used in a real battle. Its first mission occurred on the 12th of March 2007, and the first GBU-12 bomb was launched on the 28th of March in support of embattled Dutch troops in southern Afghanistan, marking the operational debut of the Rafale. Though a lot of claims have been made about the capability of J-20, touting it to be a fifth-generation fighter, it has several issues like many other so-called indigenous Chinese weapons platforms. For example, J-15 Flying Shark, which is a derivative or illegal copy of the Russian Su-33, is referred to as flopping fish by Chinese media itself for its inability to operate effectively from the Chinese carrier. Keeping this in view, Rafale, which is built to satisfy European standards, will be a handful for the Chinese jet. But the result of a head-on encounter will depend on many aspects, like availability of AWACS, training of the pilots, and tactical planning. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.